So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there? TGIF yet again. Here we go for the 100th streaming episode from yours truly. As you can see, I dressed for the occasion. I was thinking about doing something fancy, but I got kind of bogged down with a bunch of other stuff. So you pretty much get the usual. So there you go. A nice, subtle celebration for 100 episodes. Been doing this since October of last year. Kind of ups and downs in terms of like not a totally solid, rock solid kind of streaming schedule. I try and do it as well as I can in terms of getting it fixed, but you know, sometimes the freelance work kicks in. Sometimes things get hairy on this end where I just get bogged down, which is why I'm just doing Friday streams, but still trying to be a little bit consistent. So there you go. Anyways, how you guys doing out there? What's going on? Another weekend. Anything exciting for you guys? What do you say? So for me, if you guys remember last week, sorry, not last week, 2 weeks ago, because last week I was actually in LA for Unity's Developer Day, where I got to show off the Tribbles game to a few people. I had a decent crowd there, so that was pretty fun. And it was on the USC campus, so it was kind of cool walking around the old famous university there. But no, so 2 weeks ago, I was actually working on the level editor. Made a ton of headway, thanks to Geek's help from a couple weeks ago, who was able to get me set up in terms of getting the data loaded in. And I thought I was actually in decent shape. No. Yeah, here's a new one. So the new wrinkle is the fact that, if you guys remember, I'll give you a quick rundown again. So what I wanted to do is be able to allow people to actually help me, you know, hopefully make some levels. Sorry, let me just clean some stuff up here. Yeah, just to help me make some new levels for the game, right? So the idea was, oh hey, just make a WebGL version so people don't have to download anything. They can just grab it, go to the web page, you know, do some stuff and go from there. Yeah, so that was the idea, right? And it was working, right? So here, for example, if I go export, there. If I do Notepad, throw this up here, there it is. There's all the data, right? And then basically, and I just added this a second ago to try and fix it, and I realizing that was not the problem. I hit import. No, did I break something there? Oh, because I added the WebGL. Okay, so I did break that. Anyways, what was happening was that it was not importing from the clipboard. What I didn't realize is that Unity, in their infinite wisdom, decided to block all that stuff from WebGL to help protect people from themselves. So there's no way to do a copy-paste of text into a WebGL Unity app, right? So now it's a matter of I have to work on a new workaround. I found a plugin for like $20 that allows you to drag and drop a file onto it, kind of like you do with any typical web program now, right? You drag the file on there and it will grab that data. Not ideal. That still doesn't really solve the export issue because I can't import or export to the clipboard in a WebGL. So then I could do something where I could just have an automated system where it just packages it up and emails it to me, but still not really what I was hoping for, you know. So kind of frustrated with that, but you know, while I'm thinking about that, let me go back in and clean up what I had broken earlier. So yeah, so I'd done this workaround where someone else had this idea of doing like a just a JavaScript addendum, excuse me, to the Unity project, right? And I went through the whole process, and unfortunately, it crashed and burned. I couldn't do a build. I was throwing some weird errors, and I have no idea how to even come close to addressing some, you know, JavaScript, you know, kind of kludged on code. So as a result, I had to back that out. So if we come back in here now, let's try this again. So now, if we try this again, here we go, export level. Oh, I got the data here. So we grab this stuff. Might be a different one. Let's see. Nope, yeah, it's this one. Here we go in here, go clear the data, right? And we'll just throw something new, play level, so we know it's something different. And then we go clear level, and we go import. There it is. Brings this up, so it just, this was my idea, because at first I thought it was something wrong with the, you know, Control C, Control V. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll pop up a little menu that allows you to just drop the stuff in there, which I thought, there we go, fixed. No, that basically, interesting. Why did that come? I guess that was the other one? Or did it do something weird on me? It might have. I think I broke something there. Okay. I totally broke it. It didn't matter anyways, though, because import, this doesn't even work in a WebGL. So I can't Control V. That is physically impossible with a WebGL. So I'll have to look at a workaround for that, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing the level editor that I could put in WebGL and have it simply allow people to import and export data on the fly. So I'll have to keep playing with that. So rather than slog through that today, I'm going to go back to what I do better, which is animation. My incredibly talented artist Daniel has got me some more artwork, and I'll show you some of this. So in the jungle area, right, of course we're going to have the little ape that chases you around, right, and beats the crap out of you if he catches you. The little alien ape guy, which I can load him up too. You can see him. Let's see, let's go images, jungle. Actually, no, let's go, yeah, let's do that. Images, and I think I've done our ape 2. Go back to what I do better, cheating at my own games to get a score of 104%. It's a gift, what can I say? Look at that, man, thanks for the cheer. Below the Stone, welcome, buddy, how you doing? Hey, so, yeah, so when time comes, man, I'm going to pick your brain on the whole Kickstarter thing. That was, you know, that's a scary proposition, but, you know, but I'm sure you guys actually learned a ton from that, and I know the next one you'll actually absolutely nail with the passion, right? Been a while since I could catch up. No, I understand, dude. Yeah, I mean, as soon as the word Kickstarter gets thrown out there, right, the life kind of goes into pause mode while you're trying to address all the stuff that is the insanity. So, actually, that's the wrong one that I wanted to load up. I'll load up this one. There he is. There's my little alien ape guy that Daniel banged out for me. So we have this guy in the jungle, and we also have the little vine, right, and this Venus flytrap type alien type character. We have right there he is. Yeah, we did learn a lot. Got some new fans. Oh, sweet. Met some new folks. In the end, it was good for us. That's awesome, man. That's very cool. I'm glad that, yeah, you were able to turn that into something good that obviously will work towards the future for you. So that's awesome, man. Very cool. Congrats on that. All right. So here's the nasty little thing. So I want to just have this kind of like undulating, right, in just, you know, in his idle mode. And then if you come over it, then he's going to do a snap move, which you got to jump clear of it. Otherwise, he'll actually do damage on you. And the idea will be that the ape, basically, you can't take the ape out by yourself. You have to lure the ape over this guy, right? And then this will grab him, and the ape will be like his head sticking out. And you have a brief opportunity to jump up there and like land on his head. And then that would allow the Venus flytrap kind of trap, the plant trap, to just eat the whole ape, right? And get him out of your way. So that's the game plan. This is obviously Photoshop, so you can actually see what it looks like when it's all in position. But let's bounce back over here. So I was just starting to rig this one. I finished rigging actually the ape and also the alien character. So I got that coming up. But poor ape, he's got it coming, man. He's after you, right? Yeah, poor ape. What about the poor Tribble, right? The poor Tribble's just trying to mind his own business. This ape's coming over there just trying to smack him around, right? Like he's a quarterback in a football game. But I digress. Sorry, there's my momentary Steelers rant there. I'll get that out of my system fast. All right. So I was, so yeah, I was working on rigging this up. You can see what I did here. I added a little more geometry. I could probably add some more, but I'm trying to keep it nice and simple. And so basically, what are we talking about? 8 polys here, right? And same for this side. Just kind of put it right down close to the middle, maybe a little bit there, right? And I just have 4 joints that help control it. And I'm going to add some controls to that in just a second so I can animate it properly. But yeah, the deformation's okay. I mean, it's kind of funky in here, but I think once it's in motion, you're really not going to notice it. And if it's that bad, then I can come back and tweak. But I think that's going to be good enough because most of it's going to be like really quick motions. He's either going to be like just kind of chilling out, waiting for someone to come by to chomp on, right? So it'd be more like, you know, like this, right? You know, not exactly, but you get the idea, right? Just kind of bouncing back and forth, right? And then when someone actually comes by, then it'll do a boom, right? Kind of. Animate a little more better than that, of course. But, yeah, so I'll have that, and then I'll have, like, there's this plant to be underneath it. Nice little tie animation. Yeah, thank you, man. That's why I get the big bucks right there, you know, for that kind of quality stuff, you know. Yeah, hopefully the finished product will look a little prettier than that, but, you know, you never know. All right, so I'm just going to double check this one. I want to make sure that the deformations are good enough. It should be fine when we're, yeah, I think that's going to play okay. Let's see, that was that one. Let me grab the tip here. Yep. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so what I want to do is start adding some actual controls to these so I can deal with this proper. So there's a million ways you can rig a character in Maya. I have my own personal preference. If I don't know if it's the easiest or the best, but it works best for me. So my solution is I use controls or, you know, NURB curves for selection, but then I have them parented to locators that can absorb the parent constraint, so that way I can move the curves, right, and not have that locked down by any kind of point or parent constraints. You got a good artist for it. I'm guessing this ape is a boss battle or a normal enemy. No, he's gonna be a normal enemy. Yeah, he's gonna be a normal enemy. My boss battles are gonna be more along the lines of frantic climbing with the bad guy sort of in the way. So the idea for me is each region takes you into a more advanced enemy. So we begin with just the Glommer, right, who just kind of hangs out and just kind of charges you when you're in range, right? Then we move on, into the canyon, right, where we have the sandworms. And the sandworm is just zigzagging back and forth, right? You know, I think I showed that earlier, where he just, you know, and then the only time you can hit him, he has those spikes. So the only time you can hit a sandworm is when he reaches the edge and he kind of flops over and he wags his tail for a second, falls over, and then goes the other direction, right? But still kind of like the Glommer, right? That is just, you know, he's kind of limited. He has the ability to go in a little tunnel and move to a different area on the level, but I mean, that's still not, you know, as advanced, right? But then we get to the, you know, into the jungle, and we have the ape, and the ape can just dog you, right? He can follow you from platform to platform, right? So more advanced. And then once you get back onto the ship, then you're facing off against the aliens that got you in the beginning that are spouting phasers. They're touting holding on to phasers, so it's a lot nastier, right? Whereas the ape, you can at least evade him, right? But once you get back on the spaceship, these guys with the phasers, you know, they're going to be shooting, so it doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the screen, they're still going to be able to reach you with the phasers. So it's going to be a much bigger challenge. So that's the idea. So yeah, so it's going to be just villains that, you know, kind of chase you throughout the whole section. That's the goal. So, all right. And then for the boss battle, I'm still debating if I want to do an honest to God, like, big creature boss kind of thing, or I'm kind of right now leaning more towards the motif of once you get to this section, you get to an area where it's just like the lava rises, right? So it's a matter of just frantic climbing, but also watching out for the creatures that have coming at you from that area, right? Let's see. I like the puzzles you set up for the game, the different unique enemies getting progressively more difficult. Yeah, that's the goal, right? You know, and then ultimately I hope to have 3 play modes. I'll have a more simplified version for the more casual gamer. I'll have the arcade version, which is pretty tough, and then I'll have a fixed version that doesn't randomize like the other two. That will be for speedruns. So that way, hopefully, if people want to start doing, you know, speedruns and they want to be able to compare apples with apples, they will have a speedrun version that will always play the same, right? I liked the lava rising. Could have a lot of different enemies that give hazards that slow you down or mess up your rhythm. Yeah, Well, I do that for the bonus room, right? You know, that's sort of like the foreshadowing. But with the bonus room, you always have an easy exit, right? And it's pretty easy, just as long as you pay attention to grab as many gems as you can, and then, you know, bolt for the exit and get yourself out. But once we get into what I hope will be the boss battle, so you'll have, like in the beginning, glommers kind of scattered throughout, right, in these random platforms. But also, you can't waste time, you know, and you have to really pay attention to your jumps, because that lava is constantly coming up on you, right? And, you know, you obviously don't want to get caught by it. I can already see some sort of creature jumping out of the lava and trying to jump you on platforms. I hadn't thought about going that far with it. That would be a whole new character set. But, yeah, it's interesting. Could do something like Joust with the hand that rises up, right? I hated that thing, man. If you ever got too close to lava, the hand would come up and just try and grab you and just kind of pull your little ostrich down. I hated that, man. That was nasty. I hated that thing. You know, the game was already hard enough, man. There's so many ways to die in Joust, and that was just an additional one. That's almost what I was thinking. Yeah, and it's funny because I did have a lot of comparisons. Now that I have all the lava stuff in place, a lot of people do make that reference. They kind of go, oh, it's okay. It's like a platformer Joust game. It's like, yeah, kind of, yeah. A little bit. There's some similarities there for sure. Yeah. All right. So let's start throwing some controls on this bad boy. What do you say? All right. So we'll just create a locator, and I'm going to do 2, 3, 4. And this will be the bottom, so bottom, mouth, call it base group, right? All right. And then what I'll do is hold down V so I can snap it to right there. And that's 1. And this will be bottom. Snap him to right here. If you ever played Balloon Fight on NES, they had a fish that would jump out of the water like that as well. Excuse me. I gotta remember that one. Let's see. Fight NES. Okay. Yeah. All right. I do remember that one. Yeah, so there's some elements of Joust in that one as well. Kind of a similar kind of play mechanic. Yeah, that's like a Joust clone. Yep. I vaguely remember that one. That is definitely from yesteryear for sure. Jeez. And you could have your own box set for $500 on eBay. Ouch. Jeez. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I love the early days of Nintendo, man. Yeah, you want me to send you that link? You can buy that real quick before someone else jumps on it. Let's see. All right. So next one. Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, buddy. That was a bad toss. Give it another try. Top. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, it's pure skill. That's the worst thing about it, man. You have no one to blame but yourself for not pulling off a perfect throw. Here we go. There you go. Perfect. That was textbook. That was pretty. Yeah, at least it doesn't go to negative numbers, so that's good. There you go. Yeah, we got our old buddy Maboob that comes by sometimes on Fridays and just, yeah. He plays that thing like crazy, man. He has like some insane score. Which is funny because, you know, as you see, if you make a miss, then you lose 20 points, right? So every, you know, catch is 10. That's a lot of playing to keep getting up there because there were some knockbacks as well for him. But, yeah. Hopefully Maboo will swing by sometime today and play some more. We'll see. Alright, so this will be a tip. That's a fun little game you got there. I remember when you were talking about setting it up. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I talked about it before, but, uh-oh. Sorry, man. Oh, yeah, you still think it's fun? You may hate it now. But, yeah, it was, about half a day worth of shooting all the footage and a full day to like compile all the footage together and get the little app thrown together. But yeah, it was pretty simple, but it came off pretty well. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. There you go. Give it another try. All right. So got that. There you go. One more. There you go. End on a perfect throw. Okay. So, tell you what. Let's how do I want to do this? I'll just start creating. It says create a circle. Right. And we got to rotate him 90. And then scale him the heck up because I made this object way too big. Oops. Wrong way. Like that. Just had to give it one more try, not trying to distract too much. No, you're doing fine, man. Come on. Your distracting kills are much more exceptionally better than that. So, no, that's not even close. Alright, so we'll call that base. Like that. Like so. Alright. Duplicate. Move them over to here. This is bottom. Alright. Let's make the scoreboard. Uh-oh. It's on now. He's going for it. There you go. You're on a roll, man. First place. Here you come. Top. Alright, and then finally... oops. Let me actually move him over to here. And then finally tip. Like so. And move him into place. There you go. Yeah, look at that. You're already in 6th place. Nice. Alright. So let's lock Geo so I don't keep selecting that. Let's ruin it. No, come on, man. Be positive. Be positive you're going to miss. Let's see. There you go. It's like Russian roulette, man. You never know which one is going to be the one. Alright. Drawing overrides. And we'll make this one go like big old blue. How about that? There, that's one. And we'll, oops. We'll beef it up to 5 so it's easy to see, like so. And pushing our luck. Wow. Jeez, man. Oops, there you go. 5. Like that. You are, man. See, just had to like find the rhythm. And once you like caught onto it, now you're unstoppable. So, alright, so we got ourselves some controls there, which is a good start, and they're all parented correctly. Alright, so, here's what we're going to do. First, how do I want to do this? Yeah, so then what I can do now is by having the locator above it, I can do some parent constraints without having that lock in the actual controls. So, we'll just go here, here. We can drop this down because I can use this a few times. So go parent, right, and we go here, here, parent constraint, parent constraint, like so. Good. So now if we move this around, that should follow. That should follow, and follow. There we go. So now we can just get these joints to get controlled by the curves and we're all good. So go, do we do parent? Yeah. Parent. Parent. And then this one, it's going to be a pain to actually select. So I'll do it that way. Parent. There you go. Okay, now we should be good. Let's see if we get deformations here. Yep, check it out. So now I can hide those joints and just move the controllers like so. Oh crap. Why are you doing that? Oh, I know. Oh, shoot. I know why it does that, but I forgot where it's hidden. Crap, where is that? Yeah, I'll find it in a second. Alright, so let's go in and select our joints. Preemptively put those in a layer. Like so. Alright, we can turn those. Oops. Okay. Wait. Why is that? Why did the geo go with it? Oh, I renamed the wrong thing? Wait, how'd that happen? Hold on. Yeah, joints are still there. Okay. So that's actually geo layer. Yep. And then this is joints layer. Correct? Yeah, there it goes. We're all good. Move this on top. Go this way. God, this thing is so finicky. Really? You're not going to let me move you at all? Come on. I'm trying to move the order of the layers and it's going, yeah, no. Alright, how about if we go this way? There. Jerk. Okay. So now if we turn off the joints there, like so. Oops. Really? Oh, wait. Oh, because I got the, oh, I know why. I know why. It's because, wait. Why is he parent constrained? Whoa. Did I grab the one? Oh, I got the wrong one in there, didn't I? Alright. We're going to undo a bunch of this. Don't know if I did that for more than one, but tell you what, we're just going to play this safe. How far can I back up? Oh, about that far. Alright. Now just break all these. Alright. So first things first. Let me come in here and modify freeze transform. Let's see. So actually, wait. That's red. It's red. It's red. Red. Okay. So it's not him. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. I got it. I didn't do freeze transform on these bad boys. And I had those set up wrong. Anyways, so let's just go through here and just go freeze transform. Oh. Really? Oh. Alright. Good. So now we cleaned all that off. Good. Okay, so let's do this again. That was just me being a little trigger happy there, and I should have done a freeze transform in all these bad boys to make sure they're all cleaned up first. Yeah. Alright, now we should be good here. Hit Control S on that. Alright, so just make sure that we're behaving now. We'll do it this way. Parent. 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 There. Okay. Then we got to do the actual parent constraints here. So we got maintain. I'm just double checking my settings here. That's all good. Yes. So go parent, parent, parent. Now, there it is. That's what we wanted. All right, that was just my mistake. All right, that's pretty. So now we can go back and actually select all these joints again, make a new layer. Joints layer, hit save, make that unselectable. Good. Geo is unselectable as well. So now we can just grab these guys. Actually, let's go this way. Like that. There he goes. Sweet. Yep. And like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to play in the animation yet. I may decide to go back and actually add some more stuff in there to break that up a bit better. But one thing I got to do too is, one of the things that my artist Daniel did was when it actually comes together, had like these teeth, right? The kind of right here, these three teeth like overlapped. And what he did was he just generated 3 different iterations of it that I could cycle through. But I'm trying to, oh, looking good. Thanks, man. Yeah, finally figured what I was doing wrong. But what I'd like to do is not have to swap objects all the time. So what I was thinking was that if I have another set of teeth, then I could use the 2D layer systems to have them overlap. Now, the scary thing is the fact that I got to make sure that the teeth match the weighting that the whole mouth does. Otherwise, the teeth will kind of float around. So that might be a bigger challenge. But I left a version with the teeth in there, which I can swap out at any point just by hitting this guy. Wait, where's my textures? Let's go in. Like so. Come in here, hit this bad boy, and switch it to the no teeth. There. Now you can see I have the version no teeth, but excuse me, I want to switch that back for right now because what I want to do is actually have the teeth in there for reference. There you go. Alright. So that's good. Now the challenging part is trying to make, let's see. I think I can make the bones do double duty on the geometry as well. Yeah, I know I can. Okay, so let's come over here to the images. Swing back over here. Jungle. Plant traps. Oops. Actually, it's going to be objects. Plant trap. Export. And then this would be the tooth, and we'll start with the tooth back. Import him in. Make sure to rename it so I don't screw anything up. Like so. And then let's go ahead and get the hypershade up so I can get the proper texture applied to him. Like so. And delete the one we don't need. And I'll leave him minimized because we're going to be using him a bit here. Alright, so the gist of it is we should be able to come in here like so. Put him exactly in the same spot, give or take. Now the challenge is going to be trying to get this one to get weighted by the bones correctly. That'll be just like the one underneath. So here's what we're going to do. Grab these guys. Grab him, and it goes skin, bind. So just by doing that, I should get some motion from that tooth now. There he goes. Yeah. Okay, you can see how it slides off, right? And hopefully with just a little tweaking on the weighting, we should get that to actually lock in correctly. So let's check our weighting on this bad boy. Alright. So there you go. That's, oops. Let me check to see what that actually is. Where's my dropper? That is 0.25. So in theory, all we need actually should be 100% controlling him, because I don't, or let's see, that's not true. Let's see who else is controlling him. He's controlling him a lot. So, select here in the middle, 0.75 for 2. And then he's getting it, what, 0.25 probably? 0.25. Okay. Yep, I can make that work. Alright, so let's try our luck with this bad boy. Alright, so we start with the base, and the base gets a value of 0.25. He gets a value of 0.75. And then he should get a value of 0.25 as well. Now, there. So, on paper, that should make it lock up. Let's see if it actually follows. No, it's still drifting. Actually seems to be drifting worse now. That's kind of sucky. Okay. Let me double check my math here. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, so bone 1. Yeah, so the base. Check that here, and that's... Wait, why is it showing a value of 0? Oh, let's see. Really? That's interesting. So here shows a value of 0.25, but over in this area, even though I see gray, it actually shows as 0.0. That's an interesting kind of thing. So if we select down here, it's 0.75. And that's a 0 as well? No. That is not right. Unless this thing is doing it. Wow, really? The tip is actually getting some of that. Okay, I think we're going to clean that off just to simplify things. Tip, we'll say 0. Alright. And then, see what this says it is. 0.185. I'm going to try and clear that off, see what we get here. No, I don't like that. Actually, I'm going to go back and put that in. Okay, that's back. Alright, so what I gotta figure out is sometimes the painting in Maya, when you try and, like, it's the pulling the sheets on a bed, sometimes you pull one corner and the other corner goes up. I think that happens sometimes with the painting, the weights, is sometimes it will pull from other ones disproportionately, not like you want it to. Let's see. All right. So it's strange. It shows a value of 0 right here in the middle, even though that really looks like, unless it's just grading on a curve, but that sure looks like gray to me there. That doesn't look like 0, but okay, he's saying it's 0. He's saying it's 0.75. He's 0.25. So that's where everything is coming from, those two. Okay, so let's try that way. So here we go, 0. And tell you what, we'll put that to 100%, and then put this down to 0.25, and that should automatically pull the other one down to 0.75. And this one should be 0. So if we do this and hit the old dropper, and we say 0.75. Good. Alright, so hopefully now we're in sync. Nope, and it's still going to deform funky on us. It could be just the fact that I actually have it divided there. So it's sort of the way it's processing the... Shoot. Alright, worst case is I could just do teeth controls and just animate it, because it's not going to be a bunch of animation. And rather than trying to make it behave like this, it may be easier just to animate it by hand, just keep them in the right place. I mean, on the plus side, it also means that it won't bunch up and bend, which is kind of good as well. So, having said that, let's just do it. Let's go hit Control S, unbind. Alright, and then we're just going to create a tooth joint for him, because we're only doing it for these 3 teeth. All the other ones are going to get controlled by the main joint. So, let's just do it that way. Alright. Now create a joint, and we'll just put it right there. Back. We'll call it joint, just so I know it's explicitly what it is, and it doesn't match the same name as anything else and piss off Maya. Okay, so we do that, and we'll go skin, bind skin. Okay, yeah, we'll just do it that way. So we'll just animate the mouth, and then we'll adjust the teeth to line up. That's gonna be the cleanest, fastest way, I'm afraid. Okay, and then let's create a control for him. Oops. Curve. Alright, I'm just going to put these side by side. Oh, I'm going to try and put them side by side. Really? You be a jerk about that? Okay, fine. I'll leave them up there. Tempting fate. See, you just can't resist, man. That first place is calling to you. Alright. So control. It's gonna be a while till then. 290 is hard to beat. It is, isn't it? Yeah, Mabuba was just going nuts on that, man. He was doing it for a long time. Alright, I think 90 is the way I want to go there. 30, 30, 30. Alright. I guess we'll want 100. Yeah. And let's do the old snap. Right there. Perfect. So let's go constraint. Oh wait. Before I do that, let's set this all to a freeze transform. Like so. So I can zero it back whenever I want, and it'll behave. Good. So, could do it either, I don't know, could I just do it as a, yeah, I'll just do a old-fashioned parenting. So now if I grab that, I'm moving the tooth around, just like I want. And the nice thing is I have some squash and stretch. It's a little off kilter. You know what? I'm going to take this back, because I want this tooth to not be turned. I want to just do that by animation. So that way I can do scaling in the squash of the teeth if I want to do that. Come on. Skin unbind. There, we'll do it that way. Alright. So that way, because if you saw that when I was scaling it, it's doing it at an angle, right? So let's get him, and I'll just rotate him in place when I'm good and set, and then I can just zero out the values. So did that. Let's get it right. Actually, let's do it at the base. That'd be better. All right. And not gonna do a freeze transform yet. Why do you hate that? Oh, I did the wrong thing. There. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. So do him and him. Bind the skin. So now at this point, I should be able to select the ring and have control of the tooth, which I do, like so, like that. And then now what I'll do is I'll put the tooth in that same matching position, right? And then see if I can do a freeze transform or if it's going to complain. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to complain. Crap. But I like that. Alright. Fine. I'll just do freeze transform now. Like so. Right? Or, let's see. I could get sneaky and counter it. No, I'm just overthinking it. Okay. I'll just have that little tilt in there. That'll be fine. Alright, last time. Let's go skin, bind skin. Now, select him. We got that, right? There you go. Let's see. It's not going to let me freeze transform now. It's going to throw the error, but I wonder if it'll let me just at least do the rotation. Probably not, but we'll try it. Nah, it won't. Okay, I try to get away with them, but it's not going to let me. That's fine. I will just have a value of 12.7 kind of be my offset from the beginning. And I can always rotate it back. Okay, good enough. Alright. So then what's going to happen now, as I was talking about before, is the fact that because he's his own entity now, let me select him and add him to the geo layer. There. So now when I rotate the mouth around, animate this, you can see the tooth will not follow. And I'll just counter animate. I'll just match the animation on the tooth to make it line up. Gonna be the simplest way, I think. Alright. So let's actually make this a different color so it reads better. What do we want to do? Something. Do green. How about that? He has green teeth. Yeah, that should work. Alright, so we'll do that for 2 more teeth and then we'll be all set. Alright, so once again, Control S. And let's go tooth middle. Do him next. Bring our hypershade back out again. Oh, that looks funky, doesn't it? It's like the snow globe from hell. Alright. Get rid of the one we don't care about. Alright, tuck him away again. Okay. So now we have him. Oh, there goes the alarm system. Alright. Let's see, did I do underscore? No, I didn't. Tooth middle. Oh, I did. Okay. Ah, stupid thing. I don't want a parent. I just want to put it right here. There. No, why is it parenting it? You jerk. It's in between. Look, that's parenting. That's parenting. That's in the middle. And it still wants to parent the stupid thing. Okay, fine. Screw you. I will just leave him down here. It's so twitchy. It is so absolutely twitchy. Alright. So let's... You know what we could do is just actually take this guy. Duplicate. Here. See if we can get away with this. Alright. Put him exactly where we want him. Down here, like so. And let's see if we can freeze transform. Hello. Oh. Alright. There we go. Do the same thing for this guy. Let's fix him up. Yeah, it's a strange quirk. When you actually clone a NURB like that, it always takes the line width and drops it back to -1 every time. It will not copy the values over, so you have to do that every time. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay. So we're good there, we're good there. So let's go. Oh, nope, not quite yet. Forgot, I want to make him straight up and down so the scaling is like that and not squished in an angle. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to center him. Rather than freeze transform on the ring again, I'll just put him like right there. That should be good enough. Right, constraint, parent constraint. You know what? I don't like that rotation. That, alright, little OCD there. That should be good. Parent constraint. So now when I do this and I scale, it does nothing. Hey. Whoa, I lost everything. That's interesting. It didn't do anything to that. Wow. Oh. Sorry, I'm doing parent constraint, but I actually want to skin, bind skin. There he goes. All right. There he goes. Okay. Just screwing up a little bit there, but that was a quick fix. And there's tooth 2. Put him right there. Now I can't freeze transform. Do I care? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go skin. Bind skin. Ah, shit. Okay. I just want my I'm not going to get the rotation, but at least the translation, I want those zeroed out. So if I want to snap it back in place, just typing in 0 will allow me to do that. Yeah, and I want that straight up and down. There. Bind skin. There he goes. Yeah, but he's still off a little bit. How about there? Alright, I'm done with it. Not messing with it. We're good. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, let's grab the third guy. Oh, did I close that window? That was stupid. Let's go back in here. And this will be tooth front. So let's drag the tooth front in there, like so. All right. In. Boom. Kill that one. Put him away. All right. And he's going to be right up here in the front, like so. Okay. So if we rotate, no, not quite. Okay, that should be about right there. And we'll do the same thing. We'll clone this. Like that. Joint. just move him into place and correct that little ring, drop him back down to -1 every time. Por qué? I don't know. Alright, let me make sure I got this where I want it. Put it right about. We'll try right about there. Okay. We'll do a freeze transform. Reset his values. Yep. Now I'll grab that and that. Oh, let me rename it. It says empty mesh. That's bad. Tooth front. Alright. Grab that, grab that. Bind skin. And shoot, we are off. Ah, crap. Alright, so unbind skin. Let's just move both of these at the same time. Like that. Whoa, why am I not? Oh. There you go. Move them over like that. Now we can do a freeze transform again. Skin. Yeah, I can live with that. There. I didn't think about that. I could have actually, you know what? That's what I can do. I forgot because I'm not doing parent constraint with the joint, but I'm doing a parenting. What I could do is actually just apply that motion to the joint down below. So 11.64. Yeah. Should have thought of that before. So now I can get this one back at 0 like I wanted. Copy. Boom. And he's at 0. Did I rotate him by accident? I did. Okay. So my idea I did by accident that time. We're actually pointed that one. So there we go. We're good. So now I have the benefit of being able to do squash and stretch on these guys. And he's a little off. Yeah, that's good enough. And I may not even do any scaling, so that might be overkill anyways. But the key thing now is I have the ability to move them into place. So at this point, I can come back in here and swap out the texture. To the no teeth. There. Now if we look, we should see that these guys are by themselves. They don't have the other teeth underneath them anymore. There you go. Although I may put that back in there when I'm animating it, because I want to know where the tooth is supposed to be. Because as soon as I start animating these guys, oops, let's lock our geo. There you go. So when I start animating the map, really? Oh, I didn't add these guys to the geo layer, did I? Let's do that right now. Done. Now we're good. Yeah, so when I do this, I'm basically having a hard time tracking where that point is. So let me reverse myself and switch that texture back out. Which means I gotta unlock again. Do that. Right. And I'm gonna get lazy here and just delete the text. There. Now we're good. Alright, so now I can mess with this, right? Like so. And now I can move the teeth into place and have these guys as reference and be good with that. So, and once again, I'm not sure. Once I start doing the animation, I may decide that, I mean, this plant is going to be like pretty small in size, right? So right now I'm zoomed in and you're seeing those deformations look kind of funky, right? But I think when we see in the context of the game and the fact that it's going to be going so fast, I don't know if that's really going to be an issue at all. So we got him. So that's that side down. So let's go ahead and do the same for the front side over here. So we'll turn the joints back on so we can reference those. And then we did blues. So we'll just do like some other color to differentiate. But since this is working so well, we'll just duplicate. There you go. call this? Top move. There you go. Yep. And then we'll clean this up. Make that 5. Alright, so let's think of a good color. Normally I do like red and green or red and blue, but the red obviously is going to disappear in there. So I got to find something else that's good and contrasty. Let's see. I like the really vivid ones. Just make it stick out better. I guess yellow would be okay. That shouldn't blend too much with those greens. Yeah, I think I'm okay there. Alright. So let's duplicate him. Like so. Whoa. Got a little 8 mixed in there. That was kind of pretty. Actually, that's kind of cool, isn't it? That's funky. Starburst. Alright. Alright, I amused myself there. Like that. Last one. Done. Okay, so let's rename all these bad boys. Front. Let's see. Uh-oh. Why do I have a bunch of joints tied to that? Oh, what? That's weird. Did I? Oh, I think I might have. Weird. Really? So I only cloned the curve and not the actual locator. Brilliant move. You guys saw that the whole time, or just laughing, just kind of going, he's going to catch on to this eventually. No, he's not. He's just going to do the whole thing stupid. Alright, well, tell you what we'll do. So those are all in the right place, so what we'll do is just create a couple of locators and lock those in, and then just move them in the right spot. So let's go like that, duplicate, like that. There. So now, yeah. It's lower. Wait. How did? Front. Oh man, I renamed it wrong. Okay. Stupid. Top mouth. And that's base. There you go. Alright, one more to rename here. Top mouth tip group. There. Sweet. Okay, so now, let's see. I think I already have this. I think I already have the bones. Oh, I got the bones locked. Hold on. Joints. I think I have the joints already dialed in. Yeah. Okay, good. So we just need to do the parent constraint and we should be all good. So let's go down the line here. Let's go. Oops. Wrong direction. Let's go parent. 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 There. That, just making sure I didn't screw it up. Looks good. Yep. Alright, so now we just get the joints parented to those controls and then we're all good. Let's go parent. last one. There. Alright, so if I didn't screw up, this should allow me to bend it around like that. Yep, pretty limited range. You can see it kind of falls apart pretty quickly, but I don't think I'm going to be doing too much of that. And if I do, it's going to be such a quick motion, I don't think it'll read that much. But we'll find out. I'm going to start animating here in just a minute, and we'll see if it starts falling to pieces or if I can just make do with what I got. Alright, let's see. So then what I'm going to do now is bring up this, which is the artist's original, Daniel's original rendering, and use that as my template. Right, so this is going to be like the standard idle position, and I'll just have some subtle motion off of that. So what I'll do is kind of move this over to the side for myself. So it's going to be out of frame there for you guys a little bit. But just kind of running out of real estate here. Alright. And there's the 8-ball butchered up. Alright, so tell you what, this is still set up. So I could just leave this like this, and then for the idle, let that be the first one where I put all the pieces into place. I think I might do that. But actually, I think what I might do before that is do my first restroom break. So let me duck out here real quick, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Hang tight. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong one. Alright. Going live shortly. Yep. Okay. Technically kind of true, but not so much. Okay, so let's see if we can get this stuff. Okay, so tell you what, I'm going to save that, and let's make this as a new scene now. Right? We're in images because Maya wants to go to images for whatever reason. No idea why. Scenes. Plant trap. We'll make idle. Like that. Okay. So what we'll do, you know what? I think what I might do is just so these guys don't get in my way. I'm going to throw them way over there for the time being. I'll bring them back here in a second. So I think about like that. This guy goes like that. Oh, let me do this too. Let me grab my controls. Oh, let me turn off joints. Let me grab my controls and create a layer for those guys too. I always like doing this. Especially so I can make it for previews. I can turn it off so when I hit play, the controls will disappear. And it'll crash Maya. Really? I don't know, was I doing something that nasty there? I'm not sure what pissed it off, but boy, did I piss it off. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like talk for 10 minutes on what I did wrong there, because I have no clue. I clicked on a button. That was my crash description. What happened? I hit play. That's okay, because we just saved that file. Whoa! Oh, it's trying to salvage it. Don't care. Open scene. Hey, we're in the right place. Plant trap. Idle. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. I guess I should do this. Yeah, I was thinking I might do this in my base scene, but we'll be fine here. Turn off the joints. Grab these guys. Let's try this again. Controls. Save. Like that. Deselect. Control S, so in case it does get pissy again. Hey! Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. So when I hit play, the controls just magically disappear. That's nice and simple. Alright. So let's make this not suck. I'm not sure if I want to place it above there. I guess we'll start that way. Let's see. Kind of glancing over to my side there to my original art reference. And this one actually overlaps big time. So much so that's like right in here. Okay. So let me just do X-ray so I can actually see, like so. And I think we're about right. That's still a little tilted up. Let's go. Turn the X-ray back off again. Let's hide the controls so I can see all this stuff pretty. Let's see. He's pretty close. Eh. Maybe not. So the problem is I have the Z depth stuff going on, but if I start grabbing it, it's going to bring the stuff with it. So I push those to try and force. Maya does a terrible job with transparency objects, right? In terms of Z depth. So I've been doing the trick where I've been like separating the crap out of it, but unfortunately that makes these rings. I wish there's a way I could make the rings just go way on top, but oh well, such is life. So what we'll do is we'll just keep the shading handy because I'm going to be doing X-ray a lot on and off, I think. It's interesting, I'm getting a different look. Let's try that. No. I'm just taking a lot of time for this because this is going to be the base pose, right? So I want to make sure that I got this nailed. So, I just move them out of the way like that. It does have a bit of a rotation. Like that. Like that. Going about there. All right. Oops, everything covered up here. Let me close some of the stuff up here. Okay, so I think that's going to be pretty good. I think that's what we're going to go with there. So I hit Control S, and I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave these out. I'm going to just do this as an afterthought. So there's no reason to like have those just cluttering up while I'm animating these guys, at least for the time being. And let's just double check I'm at 30. Yes. Sometimes that goes to 24 and it just messes stuff up. All right. So let's just hit key. So key all these guys for this position. Let's just start Oh, why did I lose? Interesting. Really? I lost my parenting. What's up with that? Really? ¿Qué es este? Oh, how did I get... Okay, the locators. I got keyframes on the locators. That's no big deal. I'm just going to make sure that I make all those go away. So I don't accidentally keyframe them, because that's going to break my parent constraint. There. So now we should... There it goes. Yep, that was an easy thing. So then let's just go... I normally do this. I purge it all out, and I only show specifically what I want, which is polygons and curves, and that should be all. So that way I don't inadvertently do something like, oh, select a locator and add a keyframe to it, which breaks all my parent constraints, like I just did. All right, Control S again. Okay. So, got that one. All right, just doing a quick... Yeah. So now I'm going to bring out my graph editor, which I live by. And all we're going to really care about is, of course, Z. Let me see if I can squeeze this in somewhere. Let's see. I got a little more real estate, so let's go that way. I guess I can try and put it down here. Yeah. We'll do it that way. How about that, guys? All right. All right. So I think that's happened a little fast. Might be a bit much. Oops. Tell you what, I want to keep them coming down that way, and then have these guys just go off in continuation like this, and that will allow me to come up or go down faster. So that's a little too ping-pongy there, so not what I want. Actually looked better when it was just kind of hitting, didn't it? Let's see. Okay. Let me think. I think that's going to be a little fast. I think that's going to, you know, it'll draw the eye, but I think that's just a little too fast a motion. So let's draw this out a little bit. We'll just do it this way. So make sure that it actually expands all these guys by one frame. Doesn't do one like 0, or does one set is 2. So just manually push this across. There. And that puts us up to 36. Alright, let's see what our speed looks like here. Yeah. So what I'm thinking about is, I mean, this is not the whole animation. This is just the beginning. This is the base motion. And then I'm going to have like secondary, hopefully, you know, with the teeth at the top kind of rocking beyond that. That is the goal. So what I may do is just start with these guys as a batch group. And let me check my frames now. So it's every 6 frames. Right? Yeah. Oh, I did the wrong one. Down there. That's what I wanted. There he goes. All right. So he's going to come down. So we're going to kind of like curve up. Like that. Now he's going to start his dip. It's bigger. All right, and then we have to loop back. Let's see what that looks like. If I could get a keyframe to drop. There it goes. It's not terrible. A little ping-pongy. Let me check my curves. That's probably what the issue is here. Let's see. No, actually it's not. I was thinking that this might have been butting up, but that's actually playing correctly, so that means it's just crap animation. We don't like crap animation. Yeah. Alright. So the ping-pongy idea is cool, but maybe a little too much. Here at the end. So maybe not. Alright, come that way with it. Yeah. Alright, I gotta pop there. Drop that. That's okay. It's subtle, but I mean, you know, the idea is just sort of like, just so it draws your eye that you know that it's alive and kicking and just waiting to mess with you. I think he's doing a little too much of a settle there. I'm going to come up more here. Maybe no, I went too far. Nope. Undos all the way around. It's a nice idea, but it did not look good. Come further. Alright, so something's hitting in here that's bugging me. Let me see who the culprit is. He's okay. Let's see. Yeah. I think we can make that go like that. That's going to help a bit. See if he's the major cause or if I have more. Let's see. Yeah. These guys need to be on the same line like that. And this guy as well. Okay, so it's getting there. I think what I have is too much of a perfect move. So I think what I want to do is like that. Alright, so it hits and needs to go further. There you go. There you go. That looks like something undulating. Kind of spooky. That's what I was shooting for. So yeah, I think the deformation is actually working okay for at least for this part, right? It's kind of cool. It doesn't look like just one piece of polygon that's getting all broken up. It's actually kind of undulating in a nice little fashion. I mean, once again, you know, we're all zoomed in right now, but I mean, he's going to be relatively small in frame. So I think that should read okay. Yep. All right. I hear no naysayers, so I'm cool with it. Okay. So, how do I want to address this? I think what I made, let's see. I'm just going to have to toggle this way, I think. Yeah. Alright. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. Little variation to it, but not too much. Let's hide the controls so I can see what I'm doing better. Yeah. Okay, so this, I'm creating a gap here, but then when I animate the upper pieces, that's not going to get separated. So right now, it's kind of pulling apart, but I have to ignore that for right now. Just knowing that it's going to get fixed here. bit much. We start to come back up. And then back to where we started. Alright, I gotta come up more here. Not that much. Interesting, so I go up and I go back down, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing there. Alright, where's my graph editor? Oh. You can tell I'm not used to actually having it down here, right? So I'm looking for it elsewhere, and it's literally right there in front of me. Oh, that hurts. Okay, remind myself to go back and delete that from the stream, because that's embarrassing. Okay. Yep. Looks like crap right now because the other pieces above are not moving, just the base, so it looks really funky, but hopefully once we put those in motion, it will not look like crap. Alright. Hit Control S. I haven't done that lately. And I don't remember if I have autosave set up or not. We're not going to chance it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case, we're going to go up. Like so. Ooh, that's a bit much. Alright. So I may end up doing a little translate on the back piece so that that separation doesn't look as bad. Let's see. Up and then down. Big time. Ooh, not that big. Yeah, I'm definitely have to do some translation in here to compensate for that gap. That'll be something I fix here later on. Ooh, that's terrible. I'm going to make my wheel a little bigger so I can get more refined with my rotations. Back up. Okay. Not terrible, but not great yet. You need to come down sooner. There it is. There it is. That's what we want. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to animate the base of the back piece to make sure that this stupid separation doesn't become as noticeable. And hopefully that doesn't affect the look of that animation too much. Let's find out. Hit Control S in the meantime because we're liking this so far. Let's do it this way. You know what? I may not be able to get away with that translation. I may have to do more rotation than I thought. Try and split the difference. That looks good. Oof. Yeah, maybe not. Looks a little bouncy there. There we go. nice, but I definitely want to have more rotation on that. That's looking a little shallow, but it's getting there. Don't hate it yet. All right. So let's just go big and dial it back if we have to. So it's definitely going to pop at the end. We'll fix that. One quick sec here. Alright. So. And let's see, I think. Let's do it this way. Since it's all rotate Z, we'll try and do all these at the same time. Like so. And tell you what, we'll kind of cheat that up. He's looking a little stair step there. Tell you what, let's actually come down like so. That might be a bit much. Yeah, okay. Now the that translation I did on the base of it's really showing up. That's looking terrible. So, unfortunately that idea may not be viable because it's starting to ping pong big time. Oops. Oof. Tell you what. Yeah. Let's dial these guys back. Whoa! That's ugly. See if it slides out gradually. It may not be as bad. And he's coming back up. That's better. Still a little bobble in there. I'll clean that up, but so what I'm fighting here is two things. I mean, I love this, right? Where it's just really kind of boom, really dropping out. This one, of course, I'm not doing as much, but I'm still fighting the fact that I need this to hook up because these are two separate pieces and I really need that to blend. Otherwise, you kind of lose the illusion of this being all the same plant. But hit Control S and let's look at how far we can push this because I need to push it a lot further. Maybe, you know what? I could be shooting myself in the foot here. Tell you what I'm going to do is actually focus on the tip. Excuse me, and instead of trying to do all three of these at once, let me just push that edge and let me see how far that's a big chunk there. So let me just try and mess with him. Let me try that. See what that gets me. So come up more here. Like so. Alright, I'm going to push this way. Alright, and it's definitely broken here, so let's clean this up. Alright, and we'll see what this gets us. Okay, so I'm definitely getting more of that. You know what? Actually, I like that so much, I might actually do a little more on this side too, because I really like that little bit there. That helps separate it nicely. I'm definitely getting a lot of bounce though. You know, it's not feeling very hinged. So right there. But it's getting there. It's improving. So if anyone ever asks, why does animation take so long? You go, this is why. Oh, shoot. Damn. I keep fighting that connection there. It's kind of limiting my choice here for... Let me try and go up this way. Bend and up. What is it? Really push it. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Oh, I got a funky frame in there, don't I? That doesn't help. Alright, and the rotation is looking okay. OP Scripter, looks like the legend has returned. What up, buddy? How you doing, man? Alright, so I'm doing an old trick. I'm sorry, I'm like right here. I'm trying to... it's an old trick where you kind of like block out some of the screen as an animator, so you try and see if the other stuff is sort of like messing your view, but in this case, actually no, it is just kind of broken. OP Scripter, what up, buddy? How you been? What's new? Just finally getting back to doing what I like to do, which is animation. So let me see if I come down here. Boom. Alright, I'm just going to ignore that separation of the crease for the moment, because I'm obsessing about that, and I think that's affecting my animation here. So. Hey, is that Soups? Soups, what up, buddy? How's it going, man? Well, I had one of my CSS proposals featured in Chrome Dev's summer this year. Nice, man. That was pretty dope. Absolutely. Congrats, man. That's fantastic. That is so cool. Congrats, man. Soups, what up, buddy? Alright, so that is a little much there. Going good. I'm always missing your streams. You know, I took last week off. I was actually in LA for Unity. They had a developer day, and I managed to weasel my way in. So I was actually in LA last week. So there you go. There's your excuse. It's not you, it's me. Nice. Yeah, it was good. It was a fun time. I was appreciative. And actually, one of the most fun things about it was that it was on the USC campus, right? So we were in the Mary Pickford lobby across from the George Lucas building. I'm not sure who George Lucas is. I think he makes movies or something, or used to. I'm not sure. I hadn't really heard of the guy, but but yeah, it was fun. Had a good time. It's still a bit jumpy there. I'm probably making it worse. There it goes. Boom. All right, now we're closer. So I've let go of the fact that I'm going to have a separation here, and I'm just going to have to accept that because that's the only way I'm going to get this side to animate better, I think. It was for this game. Yeah, it was. It was for Tribble Troubles. I took my arcade cabinets, which I used at San Diego Comic-Con, and so I had a couple of cabinets set up with the game running. And funniest thing about it was people would come up, and they would look at that, and they were thinking that I was selling like the cabinets. And it's kind of like, no, there's a game on here. Oh, okay, but are you selling the cabinets? No, I'm showing you the game. Oh, okay. How can I get these cabinets? by going over there somewhere. But no, it was good. Some good feedback. A bunch of people played it, had a good time. But it was brief. It was only for last Saturday. So I drove into town, stayed with the in-laws, were able to put me up for the day. So I did that and just came back on Sunday. So it was a really short turnaround, but it was good. Saw a few Unity people, and we're actually I met this one lady that is one of the Unity evangelists who's actually coming to town next week for an IGDA meetup, which actually suits. Yeah, dude, you might want to check that out, man. It's going to be at Gameco here in Las Vegas. Blaine, the CEO of Gameco, was nice enough to put us up, so we will have a IGDA meetup with Unity at Gameco next Thursday. So if you can swing it, man, definitely come out for that. Should be pretty fun. All right, so I think what I want to do is, now that I've got this one more moving, I think I want to do the same on this side now. So I'm going to push him a bit further. Like so. And go bigger on this side as well. All right, let's see how that affects my curves. Not too bad. Let's clean this up a little bit. Like so. Maybe come up a little bit there. Alright, it's ping-ponging right there. So let me fix that. Kind of hits. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so maybe in more that way. Like that. How about that? I think actually I might be going too much with the up and down now. I hate to say that because it's going to affect both sides, but I think that might be a bit much. Tell you what, I'm liking this as a start, so what I'll do is I'll version up in case I hate the crap out of what I'm doing next, so I can revert back. Will do. Cool, man. I hope you make it. It'd be good to see you, buddy. Anything new with you, man? I saw your did a couple streams. I was out and about, so I didn't get to watch, but yeah, man, I gotta play more games, man. Sorry. More implies that there's any game playing happening. I need to play games, especially now that stupid the new Star Wars game, and especially now that it's getting all those insane reviews. Oh my god, dude. You know, me and my Star Wars, man. It's all I can do not to just like go grab it, you know, for Steam and just play the crap out of this weekend, but I'm trying to be a good boy. Let's see. Boom. How about this game? more penny. There you go. Oh, shoot. So, I did that, but now you can see that's actually separating even worse. So, look at that. Oh, you have to, was that 70? Nice, man. See, you're going to get first place in no time, I'm telling you. You now have the touch. OP scripters. Oh, you know, I haven't done that all day, have I? Here you go. There you go. Boom. Everybody flies. Everybody flies. There you go. Everyone gets airborne. Alright. Sick air. Alright, so let me turn off the X-ray, turn off my controls. Uh-oh. Hold my beer. Alright. Let me... Sick. Dang, you win. Oh, shoot. Oops. Alright, I gotta make that match. Ooh, crap. Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, mercy. Alright. Stupid piece right there, trying to make that match well. It's just killing me. And still not make it look like it's just popping like crazy. That's better, but there's still some up and down there. There he goes. There you go. That's cool. It's kind of looking, even just, that's literally just two objects, right, with 8 polygons on them. There you go. But it's kind of cool. It kind of comes off, looking pretty 3D-ish, which was the ultimate goal. Still, there's a hit right there. Boom. Alright. So I mostly like it, but let me see if I can fix this. Let's see. Yeah, let me come up. That's not helping. Let me come up like that. Tweak this just a little bit. Alright, so that's rising up a little, but Alright. Close, but not quite. Getting closer. Select, you jerk. Yeah. There it goes. I think we're good. There. Alright. Tell me otherwise. Otherwise, I'm going to just let it go. Try not to obsess. So this is just an idle. Just to let you know that he's there. And of course, you don't want to like jump over him. At least not low, because he will grab you and damage you. Let's see. So if he's like that, that's pretty close to what he's going to look like in the game. So yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, so the next step is to take my little teeth down here. Actually, yeah, I need to do that because even though it's not happening in this one, but when it closes, I want these teeth to overlap him. So I need to actually add these teeth into every animation, even though they're only going to be used in like 1 or 2 of them. So let's do it. Shouldn't take too long here. Make sure I got the order right. Yeah. Why is that looking different? Oh, because he's back here. That's why I couldn't figure out why that wasn't lining up. He's just tucked away. Let's see, tell you what, let's make this guy momentarily disappear. There. So now I can actually see what I'm doing. Hey, there's almost a smart idea. Alright. So he goes like this, and then I gotta scale him properly. Like that. There he goes. Kill these keys. They're kind of useless. There. Is that right? It's hard to tell when he's like right on top. There it is. Follow along. This one I don't really need to be spending time on because he's occluded pretty much the whole animation, but just in case, I'm just going to animate him proper. Like that, and drop this over there like that, and he should be good to go. Alright, and let's just check our curves. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah. And then him, oof. Clean him up a little bit. There. He's popping up a little bit there. There it goes. Alright. He's done. One down, two to go. Like that. Oh, I gotta show you guys. Actually, I meant to do this earlier. So, one of the things I've had for the longest time, and I've not put it in yet, but I had that placeholder. So if I go, let's go scenes. Where's my progress menu, right? I've had this thing in there for forever, right? And it's like, I had the idea of what I had one in my head, right? But I finally got my artist Daniel to come around and to do this, and dude, absolutely gorgeous. Let me load this up real quick, because he did just such a bang-up job on this. Check this out. Give me one sec here. Images. Oh, yeah, isn't that fantastic? Oh, that's me. Nope. Oh, crap. What did I do with it? Uh-oh, I lost it. Oh, that's not good. Where the heck did I do with it? Uh-oh. You ever do that? Misplace files? Alright, let me go back to the source. It's worth the wait, trust me. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There it is. Check that bad boy out. So, yeah, so we're going from this to that. Oh, man. That's serious, man. Daniel is such an amazingly, actually sick. That is, the dude, I just wish I had a fraction of his talent, man. Let me zoom in on this here. Boom, right? So, I mean, and this is, by the way, this is not his finished product. This is his rough sketch, right? So the only thing I could take credit for is I modeled the ship. I finally got around to making a Star Trek-esque ship, one that kind of looks like it's in the universe, but you don't look at it and kind of go, oh, that's wait, no, it's kind of, well, okay, no, it looks like other ships, but it's not exactly like that. So I keep the lawyers off my back, right? Tribbles, that's as far as it goes. But so we start in the lava, right? And you work up into the canyon, and then you get up in the jungle, and then you actually get back onto the ship, right? Absolutely beautiful, man. So can't wait to see the finished product. But even in this like loose version, it's absolutely looking just gorgeous, man. I love keeping him busy because he does fantastic work. Excuse me. All right, coffee break's over. Back in my head. Okay, but yeah, I meant to show that earlier, but it's just beautiful. I mean, with these little characters, right, it's kind of hard sometimes to just see, I mean, because it's such a finite little piece of geometry to just see what his skill set truly is. But then I just say, hey, do my progress map. And it's just like, whoa, yeah, that's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. Am I scaling it all? That's good. Not like so. Maybe like that. There you go. All right. All right, and then let's copy our first key over. And he's okay. No, that's okay. And our rotation, that one we can tweak a little bit. Ooh. There it goes. Not much, but a little bit. Okay. Okay, he's bouncing right here. Yeah, that's a bit much there. There it goes. Yeah, I can live with that. Cool. And like I said, the key thing here is just with these teeth is a separate item. When the mouth closes, I can let those teeth go layer on top. So it just helps sell that whole 3D objects look, which is what I'm trying to accomplish. Control S. One more tooth. All right. So I wasn't even sure if I was actually going to get to stream today because I had potentially some more freelance animation work that might have come up, but apparently they either decided they had it handled with the crew they had on board or it got delayed. So it's still possible that I could get delayed on my streams here on my Fridays if that job kicks in. And I do potentially have one coming up in January, a separate company. That one will be different just because I'll actually be traveling to LA for that one. That not in stone. That's subject to change. That's one of the crazy things about, and I don't miss this part of the world of the VFX, is the fact that you could be on hold for something, right? And you're all situated, and then you find out like the day before that the project got scrapped or changed or delayed, you know. So it's a kind of a strange business. I mean, I love doing the animation, but I don't miss those starts and stops kind of thing. Actually, I've been following my scale here, so let me check my scale. There, like that. Geek, what up, buddy? How you doing, man? How's it going? So, once again, Geek is the individual that helped me out 2 weeks ago in getting the level stuff imported in. Unfortunately, I was talking earlier on my stream today that I hit a new snag, and I'm completely unaware of this. There's no such thing as Control-C and Control-V of text in Unity WebGL. They completely block that as a feature. So I got to come up with a new way of actually getting this stuff in and out. You know, because, you know, and I understand it's Unity trying to protect the security, since any data could be shifted that way, I guess. But I mean, come on, text, seriously, ASCII text, you know. So I got to come up with a plan B on that one. So unfortunately, my level editor is not as yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it's not where, and even worse was the fact that Unity came out with a plugin to actually address that and work around that. But if you go to the web page, it goes, yeah, it's not available anymore. So it's like, I don't know if it just worked too well or did not work, or they didn't want the lawsuit, so they pulled it down. But even that one is no longer an option. I mentioned earlier I found one that somebody did a JavaScript tie-in, but unfortunately every time I tried to use it on the build, it would actually just crash outright with errors. So I kind of abandoned that one. I did find a plugin that allows you to do like a drag and drop file kind of requester sort of thing, but I think the problem there is that helps me get the data like back into it, but for exporting I would have to go back to my original idea, which is to have the data packaged up and automatically emailed to me, which I can do. I've done that before. I have an PHP script set up to process and send it to me, but I was really kind of hoping to keep it cleaner than that, but that may be what I have to do. Alright, so that looked like it was bobbling. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Boom. Right there to there. So, Geek, what's new with you, buddy? How you doing, man? I don't know if you looked at Discord anytime in the recent time, but I did follow up, like I said I would, for some information about job stuff. So, don't know if you got a chance to check that out. Let's see. Do I want to... Yeah, I want to bend this just a little bit. I did, and I applied to it. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet, man. Glad to hear it. That's cool. Yeah, and there's some more, too. I sent you links to a couple of the sites that post jobs, because they're, at least here in Vegas, the Unity jobs are getting kind of plentiful at the moment. But, yeah, cool, man. I'm glad you did that. Alright, so this one I definitely want to clean up. Make them... Ooh, let's see. Let me cheat them down a little bit here, so that's smoother. And then the rotation... Eesh, that's a bit much. Yep, I'll be here, man. Go do your thing. Oof. He's still bobbing around here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, let me add these to my controls layer so I can make them hidden. There he goes. Yeah, unfortunately that just makes it look much worse now. Make sure I just got him selected. Alright. Oof. Yeah. Might have to... Yeah, it's... Let's see if I have anything... No, that's pretty normal. Alright, so... What I'm seeing is some bobbles... Oh, wait, my frames are off. That's why. 12, 19... Whoa. 6... That would do it. That's why I'm seeing a bobble, because my keys are offset here. Like an idiot. How did I do that? Okay. No, actually, that's the other one. That's the other direction, so... He's fine. 18. Yeah. So let me make sure all these are correct. Ah! Stop, Geo. Yeah. Alright, so no, it's not. That's not the culprit. It's just kind of bobbling. Let's try and go more that way. Maybe scale more. Try that. It sucks because the first two I was locking in pretty easily, but this one is just doing a lot of deformation. That's hard to replicate with this by himself. I might just have to add more keys in here. I hate to do. Right there. Ugh. Alright, see how that looks. That's better. Yeah, it's still bobbing, but I could be obsessing for something that's not going to be seen. So, I mean, this could be a hamster factor. For those of you who know that 12 Monkeys story, this could be a hamster factor for me. Not sure if I'm obsessing for no reason or if I'm totally right for doing this. That's better. It's still, there's a rotation in there. It's like, whoa. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. I'll stop playing. It's not perfect, but I think in the context, it'll be okay. There's my mouth upper. Let's see. Where did it go? There he is. Hiding from me. Turn it back on. Turn off controls. Let's see it in the full context. Yeah. It bobbles a little bit, but I don't think it's worth investing that much time. Take it back. There's one right here. Boom. Right there. That one. Let's see if that looks like a hit there. I'm try and make that out there. Nope. I'm going to leave him in. Ah. Yeah. Alright, I think it's okay, but I think what I need to do is break away from exactly what's underneath it and kind of animate it myself. Get a little more rotation, because I think it's looking too much like this versus a rotation. So, hit Control S, version up yet again. Alright, and then what I'll do... Oh, who's that? Sorry, it's red text. I can't even read the stupid thing. Ah! Alright, I need my old man glasses. It's red and it's small. Hey, I'm totally screwing this up. Oh, Chow. Hey, Chow. What up, buddy? Hey, good to see you. How's it going? TGIF. If it is still Friday for you. What's going on? Alright. What's new? Alright. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to add some rotation here. Like that. Oh, let me switch the textures out. Let me just do that. Otherwise, I'm going to focus on that, which would be bad. Geo. I'm good. I'm doing great, man. Happy to be animating again. I always love animating, but never get to do it enough since I'm always doing the programming and everything else. But I'm always happiest when I'm animating. So, let's see. I want no teeth. There he goes. Watching your stream for the first time. I'm having dinner with my wife right now. Oh, sweet. Okay. Interesting dinner material. Tell you what, since it's welcome, by the way, welcome. How's it going? I'll give you a quick rundown. So I'm buried in animation, but I'll show you what the game is looking like. Let's see. I should be... Yeah. I don't know how much you know about classic Star Trek television, but what I am creating is the world's very first video game featuring Tribbles from Star Trek. And yes, I actually do have a license. It is actually licensed. So, and my license is limited to just Tribbles and a thing called Glommers, which came out of the animated Star Trek series. But tell you what, I'll fire up a little audio here so you can hear a little bit of the game too. And you guys that have been around for a while, you can also hear the new music I got. Love that. Found a very talented musician who's helping me out with music, and I basically said, I want music that sounds like it came out of the original Star Trek television show. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. And he's just doing a fantastic job. So these are orange guys right here. Those are Glommers. There was an obscure Star Trek TV series, animated, and the Glommers were introduced where you find out Glommers were actually genetically engineered by Klingons to do one thing, and that's to eat Tribbles. So you want to avoid them and squish them, just like that. Fantastic. Thanks. Appreciate it. Well, yeah. So it's basically I'm doing the game design, programming, animation, but I have an insanely talented artist named Daniel, as well as another artist, Dane, who's helping me out with some other art as well. And those guys are just doing a bang-up job on the art for sure. So I can take credit for the game design, the programming, which is crappy programming, and the animation. The animation is all me, but those guys are just doing some fantastic artwork for me, which I'm really thrilled by. So the gist of it, if you know anything about Tribbles, I'm going to put the audio back to off. So if you know anything about Tribbles, sorry it's redundant for those that have been around for a while, but Tribbles are cute little furry characters that make great pets, except for the fact that they eat all the food they can find. Right? If you remember the Trouble with Tribbles episode, that's exactly what they do. So this guy was doing exactly that. He was on someone's spaceship doing that and gets caught, and the captain, in a fit of rage, beams him into the core of a planet whose molten core is actually rising. So you play as the Tribble, trying to climb your way up to safety. So ultimately what you're doing is you start off in the underground, and then you progress up into a canyon, and then into a jungle, each with different opponents that are trying to take you out. And if you make it to the top of the jungle, you get inadvertently beamed back onto the ship that you originated on, with a crew that's not happy to see you again. So, you know, so along the way you can collect these cans. QTC is what it says on the can. For those of you that really know Star Trek, it's quadritriticale, which I always butcher every time. even after 6 months of 5 months of doing this game, I still screwed it up. But that's the food that Tribbles love to eat, right? And the food got inadvertently beamed down with him, so that's why you see the food everywhere. And then when you take out a Glommer, I don't know if you saw that, but oh shoot, oh whew, made that one. Gems will pop out, right? You can collect the gems, and the gems come into play in between rounds, where you can use them to either replenish your health. Here's a green one. There you go. I got myself 2 plus 2 gems. There's a blue one. That gets me 5. And then see if I can make it at the top here. Oops, gotta watch out for him. So there's little hidden areas as well, right? Those little the cracks with the dust coming off of it. Find those. You get yourself some extra bonus. Oh shoot! I screwed that up. Yo! I screwed up again. Let's see if I might be able to make this. Come down to this one. This guy right here. Squish. There you go. Got 10 gems. And then here's another one of those hidden spots. There you go. Come up in here. And then these little bonus rooms allow you to collect a bunch of gems at once, but you got to be quick because the screen's going to shake like that, and then the lava starts rising. Here it comes, right? So you can't dawdle. You got to get your gems and get out and get back here. Like that. And hopefully I'm getting close to the top here. So there's basically 8 sections, and they're modular, which means that they randomize every time. So hopefully, hopefully the idea is that you get like a different gameplay every time you play it, you know, so it doesn't get redundant. There's 6 cans, so I gotta get 4 more, and I can get one of my healths back. Oh, this is dangerous up in here. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be a wimp. Just kind of like buzz through this. There. Oh, there's the top. There you go. I made it. So here you go. So in this case, I have 217 gems, so I can come over to the health here. This is still a placeholder. I'm going to do better icons than this, but temporary. So then I can do that. There, I got a couple of health items replaced. These are power-ups that I have not implemented yet. And originally I had these separated. I had like a fireproof version and a shield version, but I'm going to unify these into just like invincibility kind of thing. So if you collect these, you'll have like temporary invincibility. And then a sonic attack. If you got an enemy you don't want to deal with, boom, you can nail with a sonic attack and just sort of like temporarily knock them out. And then we go back in here. There you go. And then we should come up to the... Oh, it's going to crash because I have this in level editor mode, which means that it's not going to load the other scene. But come back into there. There's my scenes. There you go. So you hit the progress menu. Hit save. And that was my placeholder one. And speed... No, I'm not going to speed them up. I'm just going to give the ability to do a sonic attack. So it looked like the speed maybe, but it's actually like the voice reverberating out. So sonic attack and a shield, power shield kind of thing, invincibility. But let me see if I can bring this up. Did I close them already? I did. Okay, and this is like the jungle area. This is what the little alien gorilla guy is going to be chasing around like crazy. So you have to deal with him. Did I actually close it? There you go. Open up again. There you go. And this is what the this is a work in progress version from my insanely talented artist Daniel Thomas, who's done for me. So this is going to be the progress menu. So right now it looks like this. So I sent him this and I explained what I wanted. It's like the idea that you see the lava area and then the canyon and then the jungle and then the spaceship. And then I modeled a quickie spaceship just to use as a reference for him. And then he came back and sent me that, which is just gorgeous. And this is not done yet. This is still just his work in progress. So it's a loose painting, but he's going to tighten it up. And it's going to be fantastic. So there you go. That is Tribble Troubles, which I've been working on for about 5 months now. I think, I don't know, you guys can check the Twitch stream and let me know if I'm off on that. But the plan is to hopefully have it early next year. Probably more likely, probably like June of next year. But yeah, making good headway. And trying to work on what I was doing here today was doing the animation. So in the jungle scene, you're going to have these nasty little kind of Venus flytrap type creatures that can just like snap and catch you, right, if you go by. But they'll also, because the ape, congrats. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, thanks for the congrats. Appreciate it. Thanks. So when you make it in the jungle area, right, you'll have these guys, right, which you'll have to avoid yourself, but the apes you won't be able to knock out, right? So the glommers you're able to squish, and we have these sandworms that you can squish if you hit them at the right time. But the apes, if you hit them, they're just going to get annoyed and just beat the crap out of you. So the only way you'd be able to stop the apes is if you actually trick them into going over one of these guys, and then the idea would be like the ape goes over, and the Venus flytrap kind of like traps him, and his head is kind of sticking out the top, right? So that'll give you a brief time where you can jump up and like hit him on the head, and then kind of push him back in, and he gets eaten, right? So the idea is that every environment that you move into you'll face tougher opponents. That's the idea, right? So just increasing difficulty levels. But yeah, so I was working on this, and this is just kind of like an idle animation. I was doing this, and what I'm trying to do is sell is that he's like a 3D object, but in reality he's actually just two 2D sprites. You know, so I'm just rigging it in such a way that I can kind of make it look like he's actually 3D. If you saw I had like these little separate teeth right here, I'm doing that so when it closes I can actually have those teeth kind of stick out a little bit. And it's still bobbling a little bit. I'm not liking that. So let me come back in here and clean this up a little bit more. This is what I was currently working on when you said hello, which hello again, by the way. Thanks for coming by. Okay, that's bad right there. That's a bad bobble. It's okay, but it's still not as fluid as I like it to be. Tweak that like that. Okay, I'm going to stop obsessing. I think that's good enough. I think it blends a little bit. There's still a little... Right. Oh, let me turn the stupid controls off. There's a little bobble in there. Okay, I'll let it go. I'll obsess over it later. That's just getting old. I know. Alright. So I think that's good enough for right now. I may come back and revisit this, especially once I drop it into place and see how it looks in game. But I think that's good enough for me to sort of play with the attack animation. So I'll do that next. Wow, it's already 5:24 my time. So yeah, I got about another half hour to go, but I'll see what I can get started on that animation. But I'm going to duck out for a quick restroom break. But hang tight, and I'll be right back. There we go. Get the microphone turned on again. Alright, so we're back at it. Attacking animation. Alright, so, oh man. I got my old man glasses again. You know what? I'm gonna totally screw up the name, man. You gotta tell me how to do it correctly. Chao-Chi? Chao-Chi. I'll just call you Chow. Hey. How about you, man? Are you a Unity developer yourself? You do that kind of thing? Or are you just like games, that kind of stuff? I always like seeing what everyone else is up to, so please feel free to share. Let's see. Alright, so, tell you what, wait. He's saved, good. Alright, let's go new scene. Why does it always default to the images? I'm doing an animation, dummy. Scenes. Plant trap. Call it attack. There you go. And make that number 1. Okay, good. Oops. Let's lock the geo again. Alright. And we'll start with that base pose right there. Alright. So I'll probably just do a couple of keyframe poses here. Don't know how far I'm going to get here with the time I got left. Half an hour. Let's see what I can do. So what I'm thinking is like, you know, an anticipation. So it kind of like bends down a little bit and just does a lunge attack. And a bit of a guess here because I don't know how it's going to fit in terms of like if it actually catches the Tribble or if it catches the ape character. So I may just do a miss animation right now, so that way I don't have to worry about how off it is or not. Alright, let me see. I'm going to take the teeth and kind of hide those for the moment. Let's see, that's 2. Where's the third one? There it is. I'm going to just turn those off because I'm not animating those right now. And I don't want them to get in the way and distract me. Alright, so 3, 4. Start with like a 4 frame here. May actually be even faster than that, but let's see. So I think what I want to do is have the base come down. He's going to do like this tighten up ball move. Yeah, so it's like, there's the anticipation. He comes down, right? And then he's going to lunge upward. Let's see. So I want to go like that, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, so then I'm going to do that and do a big bend outward. So he's going to rush up. Let's see, I don't think I can scale. What happens if I drag? Oh, I can't drag him. Okay, good. Sweet. Good, we're going to do some real fun squash and stretch on this one, I hope. So, actually, let's tuck it in. Yeah. Yep. Alright, that might be extreme, but we'll see what it looks like once we get going here. 3. So in this case, I'm going to go 3 frames. But I'm going to start coming up like that, and then this guy's going to stretch out big time. Start to bend back, and then these guys are going to bend back real big. Like that. Yeah. And then stretch them out too. Like that. Ooh. You know what? Nope. I think what I need to do is arc this more U-shape. Yeah. Yeah. Like that. Alright, yeah, I may have come too far in there, but we'll see. Alright. And then this is gonna go... Oh, you know what? I think I have to actually come outward here. Because these guys are gonna meet in the middle. I could probably just cheat this one over more. We'll have to see. Wait. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright. Let me delete that one. He's going the wrong direction. Alright. And then I think what we'll do is start getting kind of like curving them this way. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it already doing like a, there you go, boom. See that little whip move? I'll probably have to adjust the timing. I'm not sure about the speed yet, but the move is kind of cool. Boom. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do 3 as well. So then at this point, he should be coming pretty close to closed. And I still may push him a little further. Start bring all these guys back in. Like so. Boom. Yeah. So yeah, you see that it's way too slow, that last part. So let me fix that. The pose is okay, but the timing is crap right now. Yeah. That might be good. Yeah, it's gonna be trial and error to find out what works well with the characters. You know, if that looks like it's too fast or too slow. Right now it's kind of a fun move, but it may be like too slow of a move. May have to speed it up. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, I could live with that for the time being though. So let's start playing with the other side and figure out what our keys were over here. 4, 7, 10. Oops, that's a little much right from the get-go. 4. Seven. 10. So be like that, and then the last one is at 12. Yeah. Like so. Hide the controls so I can see what I'm doing. Do like that. Okay, so I definitely want both these guys to be more closed like that. Yep. And then this is exactly why I have those 3 extra teeth, because I want them to stick out here and overlap. Right? I got some of that here, but I want that to go on the reverse side as well, which I'll be able to do. Alright, so I think I'm pushing that too much. Let's see. That may work. I don't know. I'm still, yeah, it's, once I get the binning in there, it may look different. But right now, the separation between the two is just kind of ugly. But I think that's only because I'm moving the base and not even rotating it yet. So once I get the rest of this piece moving, hopefully it'll blend much better. Okay. So let's go. So he's going to go up here. Like that. Into there. Alright, so it's coming out too much here, I think. Let's check our graph editor here. See anything that's really obnoxious. I don't have a lot going on in Y here, do I? Whoa. Okay, that's bad. Alright, we undo that. Alright, I'll leave that alone for right now. Tell you what, let me just start animating the top end of this and see what that looks like once it's in motion. I don't want to do this. Get to it that way. So we start there, and have them bend inward for the anticipation move, and then they start bending outward, like so. You know what? I'm going to take this guy as well. Yep. Get him in place like so. Mindful of where those, you see the controls here. So I'm thinking those teeth. So I'm thinking that's the overlap area. So I want them to be in between those teeth, and I think that lines up pretty well. Yeah. Okay, so I think the only thing that's bugging me right now is the anticipation is dragged out a little too long. There it goes. That's a little better. Right. Do I not like... maybe this is what's bugging me. Need more oomph there. No. I think I actually want to go this way with it. Like this. Arc this more. Yeah. Alright, so I still want to push this timing. I think that's still taking too long. But the poses I think are okay. Let's see. Close, but it looks a little poppy there. So, let's see. I think if I just reduce the anticipation even more, just make it like a one frame. Yeah. Oh, one sec. Yes? Yes. I'll take care of it. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's actually okay. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. And look at that. It's still 540. It's going a little faster than I thought it would. Alright, so then I can play with this now, and the idea of like, in theory I'm going to have like the vine underneath here to support the idea of why it's kind of rising up. And it's not just floating in space. But what I'm going to do is like have the impact, and right? Because this is a miss. So, uh-oh, dogs are getting feisty. It's getting close to dinner time, so they're getting feisty. So yeah, so like snap, hit, and just like a settle, right? A little bit of a pop settle here. So I hit Control S because this is not sucking, but it'd be nice to have a little follow up to this. So let's get this going. Penny needs that 3-course meal. Yeah. Well, because all that exercise she's getting with the frisbee you guys are throwing for. Oh shoot, I can't. I just said the F word. She's staring at me. Uh-oh. The disc. Because it's dark now, so she's not getting any disc time today. Hey, Soups, on a don't mean to do this on a public scale, but you know, if you don't have dinner plans tonight, man, I have a 2-for-1 for Green Valley buffet. I don't know if you got the time or the inclination, but that is going to be my dinner plans tonight. Get myself a cheap buffet over the Green Valley. So, let me know if that sounds interesting, if it's possible for you. Let's see. That's kind of centered. That's actually, even though it seems like it slides, it's actually not that bad. All right. One, two, let's see. Let's try 3. Speaking of 3-course meal, how's that for tie-in? All right. Make that 2. Yeah. So right now it's very ping-pongy there. But I'll fix that with the these guys. Excuse me. There it goes. See? There you go. That nice little settle there. Boom, boom. So, yeah, just kind of get that right. So, I got to do that for the bottom one, but yeah, I think that plays pretty well. So, let's do the same here. Okay. Yeah, even without the top motion on the underside, it's still playing pretty well, but let's just really sell it. Why today? But I have to do that as deals come pretty often. Yeah. I haven't gotten one lately from Green Valley. That's a personal favorite of mine, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. I actually have one, and it's funny because my wife, where she works is close to Green Valley, so if someone like joins the company or leaves the company, they go there for lunch. So she's completely burned out. So whenever I mention Green Valley buffet, she just like starts turning green. Pardon the pun. So that's off the table, but I get 2 coupons. I have one for this month and I have one for December. So we'll talk some other time when you got the time, man. If you want to meet up, but that's okay. It's I can use it for myself as a 50% off if I can't find another victim volunteer to never trying Green Valley, but Alante, cannery, etc. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I like it a lot, especially the dinner. They have, my wife, when I used to be able to talk her into going, they have like gyros that you can actually get made. And yeah, I like their selection there. So, there you go. Half price. Yep, I'm going to make that happen. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that one. I think that's boom, boom. There you go. There is an attacking plant missing. Yeah, we gotta jump on that. All right, man. We'll make that happen. All right. I didn't think I was gonna squeeze that out in, what was that, 15 minutes? Cool. I like when the animation comes together on the first try. And I'll worry about the teeth later. I guess I can drop them in. You know what? I may actually just ignore. Okay, they're there at the beginning, so I'm gonna leave the image with the one without the teeth and just kind of hand animate these guys. I'll probably end up getting better results than when I was trying to match it before. So, okay, so let's do this. And where's the third tooth? There he is. So, yeah, so it's 1. I'm just keying all of them right now. even though they're in the wrong position, but that way at least I can make sure the keys line up correctly. So then, tell you what, I'm going to hide his front. So tooth, tooth. I'm going to hide these again. Just do one at a time, like so. All right, let's try this. And turn off controls. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Hey, look at that. So I think we'll come down like this. Scale him down a little bit. So he's doing that squish thing. All right. Ooh. Big old. Maybe stretch him out a little bit like that. Just go really nuts with him there. Boom. All right. So he's going to fly up into here. Now this is where I'm kind of flying without a net. But I think that's going to be about right. And it's going to be such a quick motion. I probably, you know what? I might be able to push him further here. And maybe even a little further here because I got those other two teeth to drop in. So that may be okay right there. Boom. And then we're closed. Oh, shoot. And then he's going to get hidden. Yeah, he's going to get obscured. But once I drop it in Unity and I can actually dictate the layer depth, this is all going to be fixed. This is not going to be a problem. Just right here in Maya, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Thank you, Maya. All right. Oops. Yeah, if I'd have been smart, I would have locked the rotations in the other directions, but I got to be mindful that I don't move them, and then I'll be fine. All right, so 15. So we just put that back at 15. There it goes. Yeah. Is it sliding around? I have no clue because it's moving so fast. Yeah, it slides a little bit right there. So I can check if it's like really obnoxious. Like here, it's definitely off the gum. Not that anyone's gonna like freeze frame it, you know. Hopefully not. But just in case they do, there. Now it's nice and clean. There you go. I gotta come up with sound effects for this too now. Okay. Uh-oh, having too much fun. So he's good. So let's get this the back, middle. There he is. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna borrow his keyframes as well. Go all the way through like that. Ooh, let's turn off controls. Make it nice and pretty. Not really playing much with the scaling. I mean, I guess I could if I really want to push it, but I think just the deformation of the mouth, I think, is enough to sell this, so I'm not going to worry too much about the fact I'm not playing with the scale. Alright. Oh, this is one I got to bring up here, I think, because he's starting to move forward. Oops. Rotated in non-Z angle. That was bad. Alright, so now this is where he's going to kind of magically slide into position. Yeah, he's a little out there. I'll clean it up here in a second. Alright. So, I got to decide which... Let's see, I think I'll just do it in the front three like that. Yeah, I'll just make it go point here, and then point here. Just be done with it. Let it pull back a little bit. And then back into position. Boom. Whoops. There it goes. Alright, so let's see if it's floating around a bunch. Not too bad. A little bit there. Yeah, cool. Not too much to fix there. Yep, that'll be causing a lot of damage. Alright, home stretch. Do that last tooth, and then I will call it a day. Feed the monsters before they start gnawing on each other. Okay, so last but not least, where is he? Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Shoot, where'd he go? Lost him. There he is. Okay. Oh, this one's a pain because he's hidden. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hide Geo in the front here so I can actually see. There it goes. Now we're all good. There's one. Yeah. All right. Push my luck here. Kind of cheat up a little more. Oh, okay. That one I can't do it. Oh, so at this point it's actually where it's merging, so I probably have to adjust these, but at least get in the general vicinity and adjust it here in a second. Hit, bounce back. Okay, so let's turn him back on and see how close I am. Shoot. No! Where's my Geo? Lock Geo. There he goes. Okay. So, yeah, it needs to be up. Here. Yep, I definitely want him in there. Let's see if I can just cheat him up. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah. And like I said, once I get into Unity and I get to control the layer depth and I don't have to worry about the Z messing everything up, I'll make sure that those three teeth, the reason I'm doing it separately, so that way I can make sure that they overlap. So they just stick out there. Even there, actually I can just live with just that, I think. But I like the idea of just that scissor effect, right? You just see the teeth on both sides. I just think that's even more ominous. But I think that's good. Boom, boom. Cool. Alright, so I did. I managed to finish getting him rigged. And a couple animations. I got the idle animation and this attack animation. Fun. Alright, still got a bunch more to go on him, but show you real quick. Since I'm down to just a couple minutes here before I'm going to pull the plug. But let's go open scene. Let's come back out. We'll look at our ape guy. Do idle. Just a quick idle that I threw together. That's a little over the top. Yeah, I was playing, but and I'm not sure if he'll even ever have any idle animations. It's the first time I've looked at it since I animated it, and I'm not happy with it at all. This is okay. I don't mind the head. This is kind of fun, but this hand all the way back here, no, I think it needs to be forward, like he's more like aggressive, but nah. Anyways, so that's him. And then I also got, come back out here, Space Cat. We got our captain. Don't save. There you go. So no animation yet on this one. I just finished rigging it. So here's all the controls for him. You can see the controls are all over the place on this guy. But yeah, I got all the IK set up correctly, so I can do all that kind of stuff. Feed as well. So that's all good. So I should have fun with it. This is going to be the captain character. So I have 3 different space characters that Daniel created for me. So this is our captain. We got him. We have the second in command, which I made it sort of like more like a female type character. Don't save. Right? So here's our female character. A little more feminine, just slimmer jawline, but pretty much similar beyond that. And then, of course, you can't have a Star Trek themed game, kind of, without having a red shirt. So most of the time you're going to be facing off against these guys, the big thugs. So, and you can see the white lines. That's just Unity, and it's the way it processes, Unity, sorry. That's just Maya and the way it processes transparency. So it kind of looks rough right here, but trust me, once I get into Unity, it'll be all nice and pretty. So it's kind of mangled here a little bit, but I think it'll play fine. But yeah, all these guys are rigged, and was able to actually, because the way Daniel set them up in a very similar fashion, I was able to just do the first rig for him and translate the other rigs really quickly. So I thought it was going to take me like a day, but once I got the first one done in an hour, I had the other 2 rigs adjusted in place. So that was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, so again, I like that. Just rotate them up, right? And the hand is just one piece. I think that's fine, because I mean they're all going to be shooting, but you know, get a little articulation in the gun when he fires, right? So the hand can kind of like recoil a bit. But yep, separate neck, right, and then the head as well. So for the most part, I don't have any kind of scaling ability set up on these guys. I've found before when I was doing the Glommer, I had scaling set up where I could just, you know, squash and stretch a bunch of it. But whenever you do something in Maya where you scale something that has children underneath it, it seems like it breaks badly once it gets into Unity. It gets some really weird effects. So as a result, I'm limiting my scaling this go around to just children that are on the end of a line. So like the eyes, right? I still have scaling set up for them because there's no children underneath them. So the eyes and the jaw. Jaw is definitely quintessential because, I mean, you know, I want to be able to do some nice args, right? Some poses on this, some scaling. So I definitely want to be able to scale that. And I think that's fine, just as long as it's the end of a chain and not anywhere with children below it. It should be fine. Same for the ears as well. I can do some nice little squash and stretch on them. Woo, gigantic ears. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So they're really hungry. Yep, I definitely have to shut down. Otherwise, one of them's going to eat the other one. I think that's coming pretty soon here. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Thanks for the company. Thanks for the chat, and thanks for the additional follow. So I got 10 people hanging today. So I guess I should, if I have just a handful, I normally just kind of drop off. But since there's 10 hanging today, I might actually try and do a raid. What do you say, guys? All right, before I set that up, do it. That was more of the do it. But yeah, so before I head out, let me just say thanks again for hanging out. Just do it. Just do it. I just watched Becker versus McEnroe. So what's his face was in there. So yeah, so I have his just do it in my head there. So yeah, for anyone else that hasn't joined, please feel free to join my Discord. It's right there. If you want to reach me outside of my stream and say hello and just talk games, movies, whatever, you can reach me there. I'm pretty much always accessible. And in case you missed something, all my old videos get migrated over onto YouTube. So I'll do that. Haven't done a full plug in a while, so I'll do that. There you go. There is the YouTube channel. So the Twitch videos, yeah, they always drop off after a certain amount of time, so I bounce them over to YouTube. So if there's anything you want to check out from the past, you can find them there. What else we got? Finally, I guess if you want to check out the webpage, there you go. If you want to check out more about me or my games, there is the Scary Robot webpage. And what the heck? I'll even hoist up the old Twitter account, which I am so terrible about neglecting. But there it is. If you want to reach me on Twitter, you can do it there. But, you know. So, let's see. What is this? Is it, Al Creator is a guy I recently started watching unless you have a raid target already. Oh, no. Okay. Is he doing Unity stuff? That's the only thing is I try and find a fellow Unity developer, right? Just trying to support other Unity guys. But, yeah, if Al Creator is, let's see. Is he a, sounds familiar. Did I hit him up before? Owl. Wait, is he actually streaming right now? Because I'm doing a search. I see Owl Gravy. Oh, got it. I'm typing it wrong. It was. Yeah, Kalo Creation. Got it. All right. So let me check him out real quick. Or I'll just take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Yep, that looks like Unity. All right, so we'll do the raid here. So thanks again, guys. As always, I'm still doing the Friday broadcast. Unless this animation freelance job pops up, I may have to adjust my hours. Thanks for today. Awesome stream as always. OP Scripter, thanks, man. Thanks for coming around, and congrats again for the huge score, man. That's very cool, man. Congrats on that. Yeah, I'll be here Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to around 6-ish, like today. If I can get my schedule cleaned up a little bit more, I'll try and do more days a week, but at least the Fridays. But let's do it, man. I'm going to fire this up, hit the raid button. There we go. And here we go. Yep. Collect them all together, and let's do it. All right, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and see you next week. Adios.
It's Mr. Scary Robot Games. What up? Thank you for the raid, Scary Robot Game. Raid time. We defended, man. We told everybody to run because you're talkative and you're gonna tell everybody everything. Welcome. Viewers. Thank you for the raid. You guys check out the channel there for Scary Robot Games and see if that's something you're interested in. I see Unity. Ooh, more level editing work. And for those that are on mobile, so you don't get carried away there from the scene. Creating a level editor. Tribble Troubles, Unity. Is that your game? Hang on here. What have we been missing? Oh, the Huff! gotta go by and check it out. The West Folly Village, Spiders of More. Oh wow, you're prolific, and you're beautifully prolific. Huh. Well, I dropped a follow. Don't expect me to say hi when I come into the chat. I will be lurking from here on out whenever I can catch you on. That's the way. Oh, awesome! I hope to catch you on. Like you got some really cool stuff going on there. Very nice. Cadence Welfare License. 10 years. Wow, that's awesome. Well, glad you stopped by, and I got introduced to your stuff. Very nice. Oh, we are here messing around. Today is a very rare day to catch me in Unity. For the past, I don't know, year or so, we've been working in doing a lot of Node.js stuff. Twitch bots. We've got into building Twitch extensions. This is a Twitch extension that we have available on Twitch now called Shout Out for Streamers. So when I just gave you that shout out, it added you to the list. So when I go offline, people can still see who I've been shouting out for the past four shout outs. And we also have a bot here for the new guys. If you would like to check out some of the stuff the bot has, it'll give you a little help link, and we can go from there if you're interested in anything else. There's a lot of commands, and it literally takes me hours to describe everything that goes on here, and sometimes it's a little bit boring. It's a homegrown bot that we've been curating since 2016, and there's functionalities abound. And we do work for other channels as well. So we built a bot for that channel, and we work on the Twitter bot and other projects for that channel as well. So it's a rare occasion. I'm caught in the middle of major projects. So I started opening up a bunch of my old projects and just going through the tutorials I was working on. This is a Unity tutorial that I'm gonna finish up and build, so people can get a quick introduction to making a simple little game. So I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. So you have a few parts and you build a texture map. I learned it's called today. And then the texture map will render these objects where they belong. And this code is very simple. It's very simple. Hopefully, I teach very good practices in the code. It's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 scripts from a array tester to the raise controller. We didn't have an opportunity to see the raise. Those are extended from the object to give it some position in space here. Control, no, Shift and F will have us follow that object. So those are the rays that tell us that when it's grounded and not. So that's what those are. So very simple stuff. If the player goes out of bounds, trigger this event. This is how you move the player. You press the up key and you change the offset by 1, and then you smooth damp the position. Influence controller, when I touch the ramp, give me a little oomph forward, slow me down a little bit. There's the parts, they're enums. This is a part type. This